Hello everybody, welcome to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. How is everyone doing? Happy Friday, TGIF. How's everyone doing? We're going to be doing some Anatomy and Physiology today. We have special emphasis on tissues and histology today. Hello everybody. I'd appreciate it if you gave the live stream a like. The more that you guys do give the live a like, the more that'll just help it get it out to more people. We can help as many people as possible on their anatomy and physiology exams. Hello everybody. Welcome in. We'll go ahead and get started here with the questions here in just a moment. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello. Welcome in. We're going to be doing some anatomy and physiology practice review today. I have about 60 questions here for histology. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Doing histology today. We're on. As soon as a couple more people join, we'll go ahead and get started. I'd appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like. The more that you guys do like and share the live, the more that we can get some more people in here and help as many people as possible on their upcoming anatomy and physiology exams, histology, HESI and TEAS, and whatnot, whatever everybody is taking with anatomy and physiology in it. But hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Hello. Welcome everybody. We'll go ahead and get started here in just a moment. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a fun weekend planned ahead of you. The next live stream will be on Monday. It'll basically, all the live streams next week will be Monday through Thursday. They're all going to be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But hello everybody, it's nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. I make anatomy and physiology super easy. Hey, how you doing? Happy Friday. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? But welcome in everybody. My name is Ollie. Like I mentioned, I go live multiple times a week to teach you guys anatomy and physiology to make it super easy for you and give you the practice that your professors don't give you. I'm here to make sure that you're getting as much practice as possible, teaching you these concepts and making them easy to understand. I don't want you to just pass anatomy and physiology. I want you to absolutely ace it, crush it, and understand it. And then as you move on in your life and courses, you're going to be able to use the information that you learn from these live streams to apply them. Number one, what is the definition of histology? I have a bunch of histology questions. Yep, I do upload these, so I do send these out to our TikTok sub-community. If you would like to get these questions, this is exactly how you get them. It's right here. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM, and then I will send you the test afterwards. I send them out to the TikTok sub-community after every single live stream. I live stream at least 4 times a week with practice questions. So you're getting 4 a week. It's 60 questions. You get the blank test and the answer key at the end. Number one. Other than that, you can watch them on here on TikTok, and then I do eventually upload the replay to YouTube. But if you want the blank test to practice on your own, that is how you do it. But number one, the definition of histology is the study of tissues, which we're about to go over today. Histology is the study of tissues in which basically we're trying to look at this group of cells that work together to perform a specific function. Cytology is cells. Organology or gross anatomy would necessarily be organs, and systems is essentially physiology. Number two, what are the 4 primary tissue types in the human body? And I'll give you a fun way to remember this, as suggested by one of our viewers. Which one is this? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. We're almost at 900 likes in the live stream already. That is insane. Thank you guys for the follows as well. It's nice to meet everybody. I'm Ollie, by the way. If you're new, I go live multiple times a week to teach you guys anatomy and physiology and give you the practice that your professors are not giving you. But number 2, the answer is B. It's epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous tissue. The lovely and appropriate way to remember this is semen. That was actually given by a viewer. Connective, muscular, epithelial, and nervous. Or if you do the ECMN, epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous. Every cat must nap is the way that I always thought of it, but that's the more inappropriate, fun way to learn it. Number 3, what tissue type lines body cavities and surfaces? What tissue type is that going to be? What tissue type is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? I love that you guys love that one. That's perfect. Yeah, ever since I started using it, everyone has loved it. Thank you guys. We're also at 1.5 thousand likes on the live stream already. That is insane. Thank you all so much for being here and supporting the live stream. I really appreciate you guys. God bless this live. God bless you guys for being a part of the live and being here. I couldn't do it without you guys, seriously. Number 3 is A. It's epithelial. Epithelial tissue is going to form protective layers that line your organs, cavities, and skin surfaces. Number 4, speaking of epithelial, which epithelial tissue type is a single layer of flat cells? A single layer of flat cells. A, B, C, or D? I also have some application-based questions, some critical thinking ones at the end. It's about the last 15 questions, I think. I believe is what I put them at. But for this, we're going to go over, basically try to do all the stuff, kind of connect all the pieces together. And then once we connect those pieces, let's see if we can use them to answer some more difficult questions near the end. Number 4, the answer is C. It's simple squamous. Simple means one. Squamous means flat. So a single layer of flat cells. And then we'll cover some more here. I know we have some other tissues, but we'll go over them, I promise. Number 5, which epithelial tissue is found in tiny air sacs of the lungs? A, B, C, or D? And then we'll talk about why. The importance is why there. Also, I do have anatomy and physiology notes, and I also offer tutoring. They're on my website, linked in my TikTok bio. You can tap on my profile for more. And like I mentioned, I give out all of the live questions to the TikTok sub-community. And this is how you join. Let me put it up there. There we go. That's how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM, and I'll send you the test after every single live stream. But welcome, everybody. It's so nice to see you guys. Happy Friday. Number 5, the answer is D, simple squamous. And let's think about why. So like we mentioned, with single layer, flat cells, simple squamous. In the air sacs of your lungs, what's going on? You're having the exchange and diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now, you want to be able to breathe pretty easily, right? It's going to allow this to basically diffuse across your membrane a lot more efficiently. Number 6, which epithelial tissue is specialized for absorption in the intestines? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? No, squamous. It's totally okay. We're here to learn more of the tissues today. Hopefully we can learn more by the end of today's live. Alrighty, number 6. The answer is B, simple columnar. So one layer of column-like cells. They all have microvilli, so they kind of look like this, right? Column-like. There's one center, and they have microvilli. It's going to increase the surface area. Think about what's going on in your intestines. You're absorbing nutrients. You want to absorb as much nutrients as possible, so you want as much area as possible for that absorption to occur. Number 7, what type of connective tissue stores fat? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? Thank you guys so much for the follows and all the likes on the live as well. I appreciate it. We're at 2.7 thousand likes on the live. So transitional epithelium, we'll eventually go over this one, but transitional epithelium is for your bladder. For your bladder. Thank you, Simply Paris, for the sub. Please send me a DM so you can get to the questions after the live stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it all. We're almost at 3,000 likes on the live. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stratified cuboidal is actually very rare. Mainly, it's basically going to be on like the ducts of glands, but you most likely won't be learning it, but it's very rare. It's mostly on ducts of glands. But number 7, the answer is A. It's adipose tissue. It's going to store your fat. It's a connective tissue type, specialized for energy storage. Again, fat is for energy storage. Insulation, fat has insulating properties, and cushioning, it's going to help cushion as well. And then we'll get going into the other connective tissues, I promise. Number 8, which connective tissue transports oxygen and nutrients? A, B, C, or D? I know a lot of people start to forget what the different types of connective tissue are and what are classified as connective tissues. So hopefully this will help learn that a little better as well. Also, we're at 4.3 thousand likes. Sorry, I look away and there's so many more likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Number 8, the answer is D. It is blood. Blood is a connective tissue type. Again, with cells and plasma, transporting nutrients, oxygen, and waste, it, in a sense, connects the body, right? It connects oxygen to our cells and nutrients to our cells, in a sense. Number 9, which connective tissue provides support at your joints and reduces friction? A, B, C, or D? Which one is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for that one? A, B, C, or D? Also, we're at 5,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Welcome, everybody. I'm Ollie. Thank you for the heart me. Paris, thank you guys so much. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology topics. I'm here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense, make it super easy, and give you the practice that your professors don't give you. This is the best way to learn is practice, 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 active recall, practice, and practice. Number 9, the answer is C. It's hyaline cartilage. Smooth surfaces at the joints. Essentially, it's going to help. Hyaline, like I mentioned, is going to provide a smooth surface at your joints that reduces friction and absorbs a bit of shock. Number 10, which type of muscle tissue? It is voluntary and striated. Voluntary and striated, meaning it's banded. It gives off a banded sense. It's organized. A, B, C, or D. I did you 5 days ago for my final. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Megan. Is our nervous system? We're going over nervous tissue today. But nervous system, we're going to be going over on We'll be having some nervous system questions on Monday and Tuesday, all at 4:30 p.m. Like I mentioned, I'm going live Monday through Thursday next week. It's all going to be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Number 10, the answer is A. It is skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle is voluntary, which meaning you have conscious control over that, and it's striated, meaning it has organized sarcomeres. Like I mentioned, I'm consciously controlling my hands. Smooth and cardiac are both involuntary, and then cardiac muscle is striated, but it is not voluntary. Smooth muscle is neither voluntary nor striated, so it's involuntary and non-striated. Number 11, which muscle tissue is found in the walls of hollow organs? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for that one? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Yep, can we go over endocrine? Absolutely, we're going to be going over endocrine. So I have my A&P 1 days and A&P 2. We did endocrine system a lot yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's live, I apologize. A&P 2 on Tuesday, we'll have endocrine. Number 11. I just learned this in the class. Perfect. Awesome. Hope you can get some practice. How long ago did I start this live? Oh, about 15 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes ago. Number 11, the answer is B. It is smooth muscle. Again, it's involuntary, and it's going to control organ movement in your intestines and bladder. Number 12, what type of muscle tissue has intercalated discs? A, B, C, or D? Like I also mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes and tutoring. They're on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio. And then I also do have the questions available for the TikTok sub-community. This is how you get them. I'll put up a little direction thing. These are the instructions to get them. Once you join, just send me a DM, let me know, and then I will send you the test after every single live. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology. At least 4, but I try to do more. We did 5 this past week. But number 12, the answer is D. It's cardiac. These discs are going to allow synchronized contraction of your heart cells. Think of your heart rhythm, heart rate. Number 13, what tissue type conducts electrical impulses? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? What do we think for that one? A, B, C, or D? What do we think? A, B, C, or D? If you're new here, all you gotta do is comment A, B, C, or D, whatever you think the answer choice is. Welcome, everybody. You guys are crushing the live. We're almost at 8,000 likes already. That is insane. The answer for this is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, think we have communication and electrical impulse conduction. It's going to help with communication in our body. Number 14, which part of a neuron receives signals? So if we draw a quick neuron picture, because it's going to help. Here, I'm going to draw this. Just a quick drawing. So again, we have a neuron. Which part of the neuron is going to receive the signal? The answer is B, dendrites. These are your dendrites. They're going to receive the signal. They're going to integrate it into the cell body or your soma, and then they're going to send it off, which leads us to number 15. Which part of the neuron is going to send signals? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? A, B, C, or D for number 15? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. It's so nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week, teaching anatomy and physiology. I'm here to give you guys practice questions and as much practice as possible that you will not get from class. Number 15, the answer is A, it is the axon. This whole part is the axon. This is the axon. This part is the axon terminal. This thing that covers these, that insulates it, is the myelin sheath. It's going to speed up and insulate those signals. Number 16, what are the supporting cells in the nervous system called? What are the supporting cells in the nervous system called? I do also have A&P notes and tutoring available. It's on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio. And then the live questions are available to the TikTok sub-community. If you have any questions about that, it's in the bottom left corner there. It's called the Service Plus button. If you have any questions about tutoring or the notes or anything just in general, please feel free to reach out via Service Plus. I'm happy to answer your guys' questions. I need a refresher. I love anatomy and physiology. Me too, Millie. Thank you for being here. Also, we're at 10,000 likes already, guys. That's insane. Number 16, the answer is C. It's neuroglia. Neuroglia are cells in the nervous system that are going to support your neurons. They help essentially maintain homeostasis. They support neurons. They protect neurons, etc. Number 17, which protein fibers provide strength in connective tissues? Which protein fibers provide strength in connective tissues? A, B, C, or D? It's so hard for me. Well, hopefully we're going to make it easier for you with these live streams. I promise you. Number 15. I would disagree with how I would write 15. I wrote it how I wanted to write it. Number 17. The answer is D. It is collagen fibers. The collagen is strong. It's going to be there for resisting tension. Number 18. Which fiber provides elasticity in connective tissue? A, B, C, or D? Welcome everybody. Screaming collagen. Awesome. But if you're new here, my name is Ollie. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now. I love anatomy and physiology. I love being here, and I love teaching it. So thank you all so much for being here. We're on number 18. The answer is C. Elastic tissue provides elasticity, which essentially when we're referring to elasticity, it is essentially going to allow the recoil. Like, and you have a rubber band. If you stretch that rubber band, it's elastic, but if you let it go, it returns to its original shape. That's what elasticity is. Number 19, what tissue type regenerates the fastest? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. Thank you all so much for the follows as well. It's so awesome to meet all of you. Welcome. Yes. You're on. I was doom scrolling looking for. Oh my gosh! Welcome, Otter Bagel. Otters are actually my favorite animals, and bagels are my favorite breakfast food. So 2 of my favorite things in your username. But welcome in. We have 12,000 likes on live. That's insane. That is insane. Thank you all so much. The answer is D. It's epithelial tissue. Epithelial has constant turnover. Think about your skin and your gut lining. Number 20. Epithelial tissue appears multi-layered, but it is actually a single layer. What type of tissue is that? A, B, C, or D? What type of tissue is that going to be? So in epithelial tissue, mitosis is the highest, which is the division of your cells. Particularly at, think of your skin, you'll go into the integumentary system. The stratum basal layer is where mitosis is high. It's going to have a constant turnover. Number 20. The answer is C. Pseudostratified columnar. The easiest way to remember this. So stratified, like we mentioned, means multiple layers. Pseudo means false. So this literally means falsely layered columnar tissue. Number 21, what is the main difference between simple and stratified epithelium? We've kind of been going over this. Let's put it together. I'm asking you a question on it now, officially. Number 21, what is the main difference between simple and stratified epithelium? Like I also mentioned, I do offer anatomy and physiology notes and tutoring. They're on my website, linked in my TikTok bio. Or you can message me via Service Plus. And I also do give away the practice test to the TikTok sub-community after every live. If you're interested in joining, this is how you join. I'll put up the instructions for joining. There you go. That's how you join. It's down here. Once you join, just send me a DM or an email with your username, and you'll get the questions after every single live. It's the blank test, and it has the answer key at the end for you to practice on your own. Number 21, the answer is A. It is the number of layers, like we mentioned. Simple means 1 layered. Stratified means multiple layers. 1+ is what I'm putting here. I guess you could put 2+ because it's more than 1. But number 22, which epithelial tissue is specialized for secretion in glands? Secretion in glands, A, B, C, or D? Secretion in glands, what would that be? I'm going to take a sip of my Coke Zero, or my Pepsi Zero, I'm so sorry. A, B, C, or D. I also do repost the replays to YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok profile as well. I have hours and hours and hours of all the live streams I've done over the last 6 or 7 months up there for you to go back and watch and get more practice. The answer is B here. It's the simple cuboidal. Simple cuboidal is going to form ducts and secretory portions of your glands. Number 23, where would you find, so like we mentioned, that falsely layered ciliated columnar epithelium, where is that going to be found? A, B, C, or D? Where do we find that tissue type? Cardiovascular system, yep, we'll be doing it on Tuesday, at 4:30 p.m. EST for cardiovascular system. It's going to be part of that live stream. I also offer tutoring as well in case you need to go a little more in depth. I try to get as many questions in as possible for everybody. But if you need more personalized questions, personalized teachings, definitely reach out to me about tutoring. Number 23, the answer is C. It's the respiratory tract. Cilia are going to move mucus and trapped particles. So again, pseudostratified. What that kind of looks like, if we have this, that's actually not very helpful. What it looks like is this. So it kind of gives off the appearance of multiple layers, but it's not actually. And then it has cilia on there. It's going to help move mucus. Number 24, which connective tissue type acts as packing material, holding organs in place? Packing material. It's your packing peanuts, basically. Essentially. A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? No, so my tutoring does have a cost on it. All the information on that is on my website. Yeah, that's how, that's how I pay the bills, sorry. But number 24, the answer is B. It is areolar connective tissue. Areolar is loose connective tissue, meaning loose means that there's more ground substance or gel as opposed to our dense. Dense is going to have a lot more fibers and less of the ground substance or gel. It being loose is going to allow basically it to act as a packing material. An example is like adipose tissue. You're able to store fat. Number 25, dense versus dense irregular connective tissue differ in what? What do they differ in? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? A, B, C, or D? But like I mentioned, all the replays of the live streams, every single replay can be found on YouTube. That is linked in my TikTok bio. If you have any questions about it, hit Service Plus and reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions about it. Number 25. The answer is fiber arrangement. When you look at it on a slide, so if we have dense regular, the fibers run very parallel to each other. And irregular, they're kind of like, they're all over the place. Number 26, where is fibrocartilage found in the body? A, B, C, or D? Number 26. If you just think of like a regular person, they're very like, I always think of like the SpongeBob, like, hey, I'm normal, but in regular where he's like, it's not like a SpongeBob, he's kind of like, looks like more like an ice cream sickle or whatever, ice cream. But then somebody who's irregular, I guess, they're just all over the place. You never know what to expect. That's kind of how I remember it. Number 26, where is fibrocartilage found in the body? The answer is D. It is the intervertebral discs. Basically, it's going to resist compression. Number 27, hyaline versus elastic cartilage. What is the comparison here? What's the comparison? A, B, C, or D? What is true about these in comparison to one another? A, B, C, or D? Also, almost at 20,000 likes on the live stream. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Like I mentioned, if you'd like to get the questions, this is how you do so. Once you join, just send me a DM. Let me know that you joined. It's a blank test and the answer key for you to do on your own. Otherwise, I do upload the replays after a couple days. But these you can print out, practice it on your own and whatnot. The answer here is going to be C. Elastic cartilage has more elastic fibers for flexibility. Number 28, which connective tissue forms tendons and ligaments? A, B, C, or D? Tendons and ligaments. A, B, C, or D. Which one? Number 28. Almost at 20,000 likes. It's insane. Thank you all so much for the support on today's live. Thank you guys for being here on a Friday. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fun weekend planned. We'll be going live next week. If you're new here, my name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week. Next week is Monday through Thursday. They're all going to be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's so nice to meet you if you're new. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring in anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now. Number 28, the answer is B. It is dense regular. Fibers are aligned parallel to resist tension essentially along one axis there. Number 29, how does bone tissue differ structurally from cartilage? How does it differ structurally? A, B, C, or D? Do I do CMA? So essentially, I do whatever anatomy. I do mostly anatomy and physiology, but I also, I do other exams as well. By request. I'm gonna find this on their website. Not this. This is for the TikTok community, but I have all of my notes and tutoring on my website. Also, thank you guys. We're at 21,000 likes. Let's go. That's insane. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Although the more likes, it's insane. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Number 29, the answer is C. Bone is mineralized and vascularized. So bone contains calcium phosphate deposits and blood vessels. Cartilage is avascular. Avascular. Number 30, which muscle tissue is multinucleated? A, B, C, or D? Which one is going to be multinucleated? Which means it has multiple nuclei. A, B, C, or D? For number 30. Took my T's yesterday and passed. That's awesome, Haley. Congratulations. If we could get a congratulations in the chat, that would be awesome. Seriously, that is fantastic. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm super proud of you. That's awesome. Number 30, the answer is A. It's skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle has multiple nuclei, basically because it's formed from fused myoblasts. Essentially, multinucleation is what's going to allow it to have a high rate of protein synthesis. I also buzzed my lips when I did that. Protein synthesis. Moving on, number 31. What muscle tissue is non-striated and involuntary? I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. A, B, C, or D. Like I mentioned, someone asked how you get these questions. I give them out to our TikTok sub-community. This is how you join down below. Once you join, just send me a DM, let me know, and then I will send you the practice test after every single live stream. It's the blank test and the answer key for you to practice on your own. I saw there were some comments as well. I took these classes almost 10 years ago. I'm checking out how much I remember. That's awesome. Passed my first anatomy exam yesterday. Thank you for your tutoring. That's awesome, Yesenia. Congratulations. That's so awesome. I'm so happy that I was able to help in any way. I appreciate that. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Wish me luck. I have my entry exam for LVN next Friday. That's awesome, Danae. Good luck. You're going to crush it. The answer here is going to be smooth. So like we mentioned, skeletal, voluntary. This is not one. Cardiac is not involuntary, but it is striated. Smooth is non-striated, and it is involuntary. Because smooth muscle lacks striations and contracts involuntarily to help things like your intestines, blood vessels, and bladder. Number 32. Which muscle tissue is resistant to fatigue and why? A, B, C, or D. Thank you for the roses. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. We're also almost at 23,000 likes on the live already as well. Pray for me. First exam next week. Awesome. Good luck on your exam next week, Jay. God bless. God bless you, Tams. Jasco said, I got a 98 on my first exam. That's awesome. Started my Master's of Nursing on Wednesday. That's awesome, Kesha. Congratulations. There are 60 questions today. I do 60 questions every live stream. Normally I do 4 lives a week, four lives a week, 60 questions. If I ever do less, sometimes I'll only do 2 a week. I normally do 120. So they're either 60 or 120, depending on what I'm doing. But number 32, the answer is B. It's cardiac. Why? You don't want your cardiac tissue to tire out because you're always contracting your heart because that's your pumping blood. But basically, the abundance of mitochondria is what's going to allow skeletal, any sort of muscle in general, to resist fatigue, mainly because mitochondria, like we mentioned, is the powerhouse. But more specifically, it's going to produce ATP for continuous contractions, helping it to produce contractions without fatigue. That's when you get into the muscular system and you go over the slow twitch and fast twitch. Slow twitch essentially has, which your marathon runners, those fibers are going to have more mitochondria for producing more ATP. Number 33, what is the functional unit of the nervous system? What is the functional unit of the nervous system? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Also, thank you guys so much for being here again. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Geraldine. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for the gifts. Cat Black 420, thank you so much for the Go Popular gifts. How often I do this in a week? I do it at least 4 times a week. Next week is Monday through Thursday. At 4:30 p.m. How do you get the tests and the answers? This is how you do it. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put the instructions up. Give it out to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM and let me know, and then I'll send you the test after every live. Number 33. The answer is A. It's a neuron. Neurons are the basic functional units for receiving, integrating, and then transmitting electrical signals. Number 34, what type of connective tissue has the greatest capacity for regeneration? Among connective tissue, which one would it be? Which one would it be among connective tissue? Like we mentioned, epithelial has the greatest capacity for regeneration, but among connective tissue, what would that be? A, B, C, or D? Fantastic. It is C. It is blood. Remember, blood cells are going to constantly regenerate from bone marrow stem cells. Number 35. Why are epithelial tissues avascular, but they are highly regenerative? Why is that? Why is that? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Thank you guys so much for 25,000 likes on the live. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you all so much. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys. Thank you all so much. Number 35, the answer is B. It is because they receive nutrients via diffusion from connective tissue. The best way to look at this, especially in the epidermis of your skin, and then below you have the dermis, which is highly vascularized. It's going to support the epidermis. Number 36, which epithelial tissue allows for stretching, such as in the urinary bladder? I kind of mentioned this earlier because one of you asked a question about it, but hopefully you're paying attention. You're on this section in class. Awesome, awesome. Yes, blood is connective tissue. Yep, absolutely correct. And it is transitional, absolutely. That's really important that it can stretch that way. You know, if you can't go to the bathroom right away, that tissue can stretch out, basically allowing you to hold a little bit more urine so you don't pee yourself. Number 37, which connective tissue is going to cushion and insulate the body, A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Also, like I mentioned, I have anatomy and physiology notes on my website and tutoring. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Or you can tap on my profile for more, and I do give the live practice questions to our TikTok sub-community. Thank you all so much for being here today. I really appreciate you all. Number 37, the answer is adipose tissue. It stores our fat. Again, fat has cushioning and insulation properties. Number 38, what are the three types of fibers found in connective tissue? Which ones are these going to be? A, B, C, or D? We talked about two of them. Let's see if we can get the third one. What do we know about the third one? A, B, C, or D for number 38. Absolutely love this. Awesome, awesome. This is more for the undergraduate. This is more for like HESI style questions. These couple questions like undergraduate, kind of just really in a sense trying to get you to go as much into an overview of all these concepts as possible. I do have some application questions coming up as well, a little more in depth, a little harder. But like I mentioned, if there's anything that you're struggling on a more deeper level, that's definitely where I think tutoring would benefit the most, and I offer that on my website as well. Number 38, the answer is C. It is collagen, elastic tissue, or elastic fibers, and reticular. Reticular is that supportive mesh. Number 39, compare exocrine versus endocrine glands. A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think that is? We had this question yesterday. I passed A&P 1 and 2. Congratulations! I like doing these for fun. That's awesome. So glad. I'm glad you're having fun. Thank you, Kesha. I'm glad you're also having fun here. I'm glad that people are also here not only to just learn, but also have fun. That really makes me happy. That's makes my day to hear that stuff. So I really appreciate you sharing it. Number 39, the answer is B. Exocrine is in the ducts. Endocrine is ductless. This is into blood. The example I always use is the pancreas, because the pancreas is going to secrete insulin and glucagon into your blood to lower your blood sugar. It will release digestive enzymes into your small intestine for digestion. So again, exocrine into ducts of your small intestine. Number 40, which epithelial tissue protects against mechanical stress? I'm giving an example here, the skin. A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D. Thank you guys so much for the follows as well, and 30,000 likes on the live stream already. That is insane. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all the support on the live streams. It means the world to me. They're my favorite part of my day. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. Basically, I'm here to make anatomy and physiology finally make it make sense, finally make it easy for you. I want to make sure that you completely understand everything. Number 40, the answer is C. Stratified squamous. Stratified meaning layered is going to be for protection. Number 41, the difference between keratinized and non-keratinized stratified squamous tissue. What is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? What is the difference? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? The answer here is going to be C. Keratinize creates a protective protein for dryness, essentially. Keratin prevents water loss or prevents water from getting into your skin. Number 42, which connective tissue is going to contain plasma cells, mast cells, and macrophages? Which is that going to be? It contains plasma cells, mast cells, and macrophages. I'll give you guys a moment to answer, but kind of a hint. Where would you likely see plasma cells, mast cells, and macrophages in connective tissue? You would likely see it in the ground substance, the gel-like material. What tissue has majority of that? It's loose connective tissue, therefore it would be areolar connective tissue. Dense tissue is essentially going to have a lot of fibers, so there's not going to be as much room for that. Number 43, what connective tissue has a liquid extracellular matrix? Liquid extracellular matrix, A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well, and 32,000 likes. That is insane. Number 43, the answer is blood. Like I mentioned, liquid extracellular matrix. Plasma is the liquid extracellular matrix. The rest of these, so cartilage would be gel-like, bone is mineralized, and dense connective is fibrous. Number 44, what role do Schwann cells play in the nervous system? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? I'll give you guys another moment. Number 44, it's going to form the myelin sheath in the PNS. Oligodendrocytes would be for the CNS. Number 45, why does cartilage heal slowly compared to other tissues? I kind of briefly mentioned this earlier as the reason why, but we'll explain as well. Thank you so much, Kay, for the heart me gift. Thank you guys so much for the gifts today. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome and mean the world to me. Number 45, the answer is B, because of its avascular nature. It lacks blood vessels, so nutrients are going to diffuse very slowly over there. Number 46, what happens if epithelial tissue loses polarity? Epithelial tissue is polar. Why? What would happen? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? Also, I do offer anatomy and physiology notes you can download and tutoring. It's available on my website. You can tap on my profile for more. Also, I give out the questions to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join. Down here. Once you join, just send me a DM. I'll get to the questions after every live. But if you're new here, welcome. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. And I've been tutoring A&P for 5.5 years now. Number 46, the answer is B. Transport and secretion functions are disrupted. Polarity is necessary for the directional transport and secretion. Number 47, a biopsy shows that cube-shaped cells in one area and columnar in another. What transitional form would this be? What is it going to be? A, B, C, or D? It'll be transitional epithelium, because if we have a transition from cube-shaped cells to columnar, those cell types are transitioning. The cells change shape from cuboidal to columnar based on the stretch. Number 48, why do epithelial cells in the intestines have microvilli? I briefly mentioned this, but let's think of the importance. A, B, C, or D for this one. Number 48, it is B. It is to increase the surface area for absorption. The more surface area, the more absorption. In the small intestine, we are absorbing nutrients. Number 49, the relationship between connective tissue and epithelial tissue in terms of blood supply. What is that going to be? We kind of talked about the reason why this is so important. Hopefully we can kind of connect this together. A, B, C, or D. Yep, we want that. Nutrients. Yes, absolutely. It's B. Connective is going to supply nutrients to the epithelial tissue via diffusion. Classic example, you'll go over this in the integumentary system, is the epidermis, avascular, and the dermis is vascular. This is connective. This is epithelial. Dermis will supply the epidermis. Number 50, a patient with a torn meniscus has damage to what? A, B, C, or D? Yep, pseudostratified. So stratified is kind of in the name. Stratified means multiple layers. Pseudo means false. So it quite literally means tissue that looks like it's layered, but it's not. It's falsely layered. So it's just one layer, but it gives off the appearance that it has multiple layers. Number 50, the answer is B, it is fibrocartilage. The meniscus is fibrocartilage. It's going to be there to support absorbing shock. Number 51, what connective tissue disorder involves destruction of the myelin sheaths? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Also, like I mentioned, I do offer anatomy and physiology notes and tutoring in case this pace is a little too slow for you, a little too fast, or you need more personalized approach or deeper. That's what tutoring is the best for. I try to go over this as much as possible in terms of a general sense and connect concepts together, but more specific things are definitely where tutoring would help. But I try to help as many people as possible. But like I mentioned, also, if you want to get the questions, this is how you get them. Number 51, answer is C. Multiple sclerosis. It's autoimmune. It's going to attack CNS myelin. Number 52, what would happen if smooth muscle lost autonomic nervous system control? A, B, C, or D? So now that we went over all these questions, like I said, I'm going into a little bit more in depth, a little bit more application based. So hopefully we can kind of connect everything together for this one. Number 52, the answer is B. There would be an inability to regulate your involuntary functions like digestion, and stuff like that, like we mentioned. Your vasoconstriction, vasodilation, because they're in your blood vessels. Autonomic, you can think of automatic, all the stuff that kind of goes on without you consciously having to think about it is where that's going to affect. Number 53, why is skeletal muscle repair limited compared to epithelial tissue? Why is skeletal muscle repair limited? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys. Also, we're at 35,000 likes. That is insane. The answer here is because there are fewer stem cells in skeletal muscle. There are satellite cells, but they're fewer, which is going to help. Which is going to limit the regeneration there as well. Number 54. Compare regenerative capacity of cardiac versus skeletal muscle. Which one is this going to be? A, B, C, or D? And I kind of just gave the reason in a sense. I'll give you guys one moment to answer this one. A, B, C, or D, whatever you guys think. For number 54. The answer is going to be C. Skeletal regenerates better than cardiac because of those satellite cells that I mentioned earlier. Cardiomyocytes have very limited division. Number 55, which epithelial tissue is most likely to develop cancer? Let's think about why. Let's talk about why. Which epithelial tissue is most likely to develop cancer and why? A, B, C, or D? For number 55, A, B, C, or D. I'll give you a moment to answer. And it would be A, epithelial, because epithelial are going to... So carcinomas, again, we talk about they have the highest regenerative capacity. Epithelial tissue they have constant turnover. They're constantly regenerating tissue and cells, which gives for a likelier chance to develop cancer. Number 56, how does tissue structure support function in alveoli? A, B, C, or D? Like I mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website and tutoring. You can tap on my profile for more after the live. And then the live practice questions are available to the TikTok sub community, which if you would like to get those questions, this is how you get them. Once you join, just send me a DM and I will send you the questions after every live. I go live at least 4 times a week. Number 56, the answer is B. Simple squamous allows for rapid gas exchange. That's really important for making sure that we're getting oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. Number 57, why does bone tissue heal faster than cartilage? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for that one? A, B, C, or D? The answer is B. It is rich blood supply. Why does bone tissue heal faster than cartilage? Remember, osteocytes get nutrients and basically are going to get repaired via their vasculature. Number 58, what is the ECM difference between bone and cartilage? I mentioned it briefly. A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? It's going to be C. Calcium salts, cartilage has flexible fibers. That's the main difference there. Number 59, a patient with fibrosis, which is scar tissue, has which connective tissue cell active? Which one is mainly active, A, B, C, or D? Thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yep, this is going to help you with the T's. It's mainly for both T's and A and P. Like I meant, there's anatomy and physiology on the HESI and T's. So it's definitely going to help there. Today is kind of like HESI. The first like 45 questions were HESI T's style. These ones are a little more in-depth. They might be questions that you'd see in your anatomy and physiology class. So that's really the main reason. Do I have organic chem? I normally don't do organic chemistry. So actually, let's answer these two questions, and I'll talk about organic chem real quick. Number 58 or 59. I loved organic chemistry, so I don't necessarily have a study guide on it. And I'll probably end up making one because a lot of people have been asking, but I'll cover how to study organic chemistry. Number 59. The answer is B. It's fibroblasts. Fibroblasts synthesize collagen for scar tissue. Number 60, last question here, everybody. How does nervous tissue structure support reflexes, A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Biochem, yeah, I did take biochem as well. I'm trying to think. I do have notes for that. I actually have a picture of, oh my goodness. I have a picture. Maybe I'll post it. They, of course, took... Oh my god, that thing was my baby, right? We had a final exam for biochem and we were allowed a cheat sheet. Oh my god, I filled out all the space on that. It was the most beautiful cheat sheet in the world, and they collected it to make sure that someone didn't have the answers to the exam or whatever. Oh, it was beautiful. I want to recreate it, but it was, oh my god, it took me hours. Number 60, last question, then I'll talk about some stuff real quick, but I do have to get going for today. But number 30, the answer is B. Long axons and fast synapses allow for rapid communication. It's going to allow essentially a quick signal transmission for reflexes. Perfect. Okay, organic chem. I just want to mention that honestly, so I loved organic chemistry. I did suck at NMR. I talked about that yesterday. That was the only thing I sucked at. How can I get my notes? My notes are on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio. If you would like to get the questions, though, from the live stream, I give them to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join to get the questions. I'll do that on live streams. But I have notes for anatomy and physiology. They're on my website. If you look on my TikTok, if you just go to my TikTok profile, and you just look on any of my posts, those are what my notes look like. In a sense, you want to get a sense of what they look like and what they are. But for organic chemistry, it's organic chemistry as a second language. Oh my god, that was my Bible. If you honestly use that book, you're probably going to be okay. I don't think that my professors helped, and organic chemistry tutor on YouTube. These two things are what got me an A in organic chemistry. I can tell you that right now. Literally just those two things. And practicing whatever homework that your professor gives you. So, and I guess your homework. That's all I ever did. When will I be on again? Yes, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being on the live stream today. I'm going to be live again next week, Monday through Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All at 4:30 p.m. EST. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much. It's so nice to meet you all, by the way. Let me see. Let me check the comments here. Stupid thing. I hated kinetics and chemistry. Oh my goodness, yeah. What levels do I tutor? Any levels. I've tutored community college. I've tutored undergrad, graduate school. I've tutored medical school students from the US and the UK. I've tutored OT students, and I've tutored physical therapy students. So all levels at this point. I tutor for pretty much everything for anatomy and physiology. Yep, we do pathology here as well occasionally. Yep, absolutely. What I kind of would like to do for organic chemistry, in a sense, is I don't know if videos would necessarily help, but I would like to do YouTube videos going over how to do questions. I do upload the replays to YouTube, and then I'm going to start posting lectures to YouTube as well. Those lectures will stem across all the subjects, basically whatever gets requested the most. Also, thank you guys for 40,000 likes on the live. That's insane. Thank you all so much. But any type of... So, let me put this up here as well. Actually, I can't right now. So, in the bottom left corner there, there's a Service Plus. The Service Plus is the best way to reach me. If you have any topics that you would like to see in a lecture on YouTube that you would want me to explain, that's where I'm going to post it. Do I do pharmacology? Yes, I do. We did some yesterday. I did antidepressants. I was also a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years, so I do love my pharmacology. How to be successful in pathology? Basically, I think it's really having an understanding. The best part is, learning the normal physiology, because pathology is a sense of somewhere along that normal physiological pathway. Hey, Dave Johnson, get out of here. Yeah, that sounds suspicious. Alrighty. Don't fall for those scams, guys. Thank you, Tia, for the sub. Please send me a DM so I can get to the questions. You're a pharmacy technician as well? Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Well, I have a lot of respect for you then, Kate, because I know it's not easy being a pharmacy tech. It was, oh my gosh, it was so rough. Like I mentioned, if there's anything in detail that I don't go over in a live stream, it's because I'm trying to help everybody, as many people as possible. If you want something for you, that's what tutoring is for. So, if you have issues on that, that's what it's for. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, like I mentioned, Service Plus, if you, gotta have patience for sure. Yes, exactly. Pharmacology definitely helped me learn a lot of things as well. I'm trying to think of what else. What was I talking about again? I got distracted. But yeah, real quick, I'll go through my spiels. I'll be live again Monday through Thursday next week at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing anatomy and physiology. And then we'll sprinkle in some other stuff like pharmacology, chemistry, biochemistry, etc. Things like that. Let me know if you guys have any questions via Service Plus. It's in the bottom left corner there. It's down here. Best way to get in contact with me, like I mentioned, I'm going to start doing lectures. I've been super busy tutoring and whatnot. My tutoring has been getting booked up every week. So I definitely want to post some lectures and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do have to get going. I do have some stuff going on this week. But if you did sub, I'm going to get your email, and then I'll get you the tests by the end of the night. So I just got to get your information and whatnot. I'll send this out by the end of the night. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. I hope to see you guys next week in our future live. Oh, you missed pharmacy yesterday, Jody. That's okay. We'll be doing more. Seriously, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. GGIF, thank you. Thank you, Geraldine. It's good to see your name popping up. Again, I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Love you guys. Seriously, I love doing this. But thank you guys. Have a great weekend.